Welcome Virgo, it's April 2023. You can see that this month's video is a slightly different format. There's a good reason for that. I want to talk to you about something very, very important. That's why. I want to focus specifically on a very new, but it's going to be a very long, drawn-out transit. It's the transit of Pluto into your sixth house. Bit of background here. Pluto is the transformative planet. It's the process of decay, death, and rebirth. It's okay, relax. It's not as drastic as it sounds, although it is somewhat drastic. You're not going to die, but let me put it that way. It's got more to do with the transformational impact it will have on this sixth house. The sixth house is health, service, work environment, enemies, debts, disease, that type of thing. So you can see that it covers quite a few different areas in your life. How does Pluto, or how will it, in your case, impact you now over the next 10 or 15 years? Because that's what I'm talking about when I talk about a long, drawn-out cycle. It's a lengthy one. In fact, it hasn't been in this placement for probably 250 years, around the time of American independence. You can see what's happening in the world as this cycle gets underway. But for you personally, I think it has a lot to do with your health, your vitality, the way in which your work, your mind, and your health are deeply interconnected. This planet is already, even though it's only just moved into this segment of your horoscope, it's already prodding you. You can feel that. I think prior to me saying this, you've been feeling that perhaps the work you're doing is not resonant with who you are as a person. Are you actually working in a role that expresses your deepest, most fulfilled self? I mean, are you waking up in the morning and feeling excited about what you're going to do? Are you really passionate about diving into your tasks at work, really perfecting that work, and really working as a team player? That's the Aquarius side of it, to come up with the best possible results. That's an important question. If there's an obstruction on any level there, Virgo, then we see that there is a resistance, a problem developing. And knowing your nature, you are a perfectionist. At times too, you're unassuming. You don't want to rock the boat. Sometimes you're acutely aware of the flaws, the minutiae, the detail of everything. So if you're not speaking up about elements of your work, elements of your interaction with co-workers, people that work for you, you're just basically sitting back and biting your tongue while all of these flaws and errors eat away at your inner spirit, then that resistance, that suppression, is going to have to come out somehow. That's the stuff that needs to be eliminated. That's the stuff that Pluto is going to work on right now. That's that deep inner aspect of your character. I'm not going to call it a flaw. I'm going to call it a flow of energy that's been misdirected. It's a flow of energy that needs to be directed into a productive, wholesome, healthy expression. So this is essentially what this transit is about for you. As I said, it's a long one. So you need to bed down for this one. You need to be ready. You need to be prepared to accept these challenges, and look at yourself in the context of the work that you're doing to see why there have been the ramifications there are. Why, for example, there may have been some falling out with co-workers. Why you can't seem to find yourself in a position that is really resonant with who you are. That all comes from resistance. That is the key word here, and it's not just for you, for a lot of the different star signs. We know that Saturn has just exited after 2.5 years. It's almost like Saturn was the reconnaissance boy, sussing out the terrain in that 6th house. It's now left, but it transmitted back to Pluto what your resistance was, where you need to eliminate and where you need to grow spiritually. That is precisely what's going to happen under this cycle. And we're going to be talking about that. I'd love you to tune in more over the coming months. This is a big one. It's one that needs to be addressed for the sake of fulfilling yourself and living a meaningful existence without all that suppression, without all that irritation and resistance. Let's direct you over to astrology.com.au. There is more detail on this month. I've been a little bit broad in my brushstrokes astrologically this month, but I want to focus on that one point to usher in this new lengthy transformative cycle that's about to take place. Astrology.com.au. Follow the links. Don't forget to subscribe. Drop me a line if you want more sort of angles on what I'm talking about today. I'm more than happy to talk to you about it. And of course, I'll see you here next month. Take care. Bye-bye now.